setting here in Salt Lake City, Utah becomes apparent when you get a look at the aerial shot of the surroundings. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, the writing was on the wall for the end of the grit and grind era in Memphis. So Mike Conley, the Grizzlies' all-time leader in points, assists, three-pointers, and games played, knew it was time for him to part ways with the organization. And joining Utah, Conley is on a team with a chance to once again compete deep into the playoffs. And Kevin, he's a significant upgrade for the Jazz.
You're right, D.A., a big lift for their offense. And he defends, too. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Matthews, then there's Bledsoe, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. And for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3. And Greg, after this season, Antetokounmpo will be eligible to sign a Supermax extension. The Bucks want him to stay happy.
The loss of Malcolm Brogdon last summer definitely stung. Trying to control costs, but you don't want to take a step back with Giannis's decision looming.
Now here is Conley. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Milwaukee.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Chalk up 2 there. DiVincenzo's got the first points up on the board for Milwaukee.
Well, just an easy hoop, all set up by the passing instincts of Eric Bledsoe.
Conley dishes to Mitchell. The shot will not fall. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
oh, that was something else.
Have mercy. Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across, Greg, all stat categories.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons in his future.
His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, Greg, you want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. Lets a floater go.
Lopez needs to hold down the fort on defense. An incredible wingspan to get that one.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Here's Conley after the basket by Milwaukee. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. Matthews with the rebound.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Bogdanovich, no luck. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Giannis has got 9.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. And this is what we've been waiting for all summer long, all off season long. After many months, Doris, basketball is finally back.
And what's incredible, Kevin, is the NBA's popularity just continues to grow. There's worldwide enthusiasm. The NBA players represent the league so well, and my goodness gracious, can they play some basketball?
Interesting how now the league, Doris, is commanding the calendar all year round. It used to be such a seasonal game. Now it's 365 days a year.
So many storylines throughout the course of the summer. Who's playing where and with whom?
check out the stats for Matthews.
How he did last season. He was around 12 points a game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Now here is Conley. Pass to Mitchell. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. They recover it. That one falls. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. Knocks down the 3-ball. DiVincenzo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Mitchell. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. Mitchell's shot is good.
There you go. Not the best start, but maybe that's the shot that gets him in rhythm.
Pass to Lopez. Bledsoe outside. Fires from deep. A rebound by the Jazz. Conley with it. Now guarded by Bledsoe. Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. Lopez with the block. Bledsoe finds Antetokounmpo. Here's DiVincenzo. He has 5. Pass to Giannis. From beyond the arc, Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Jazz trail by 10. Conley feeling it out. The dish now to Mitchell. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And the 3-ball is good. Bogdanovich has got it back down to within single digits for the Jazz. Bucks have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Bledsoe outside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, Eric Bledsoe, one of those guys that is so difficult to contain in the dribble drive situation.
Conley with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Bogdanovich, and it's sent back by Lopez. Antetokounmpo kicks to Bledsoe. Offline with his 3. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Rudy Gobert, number 1.
He didn't miss many easy chances last year, and he made the most of the tough ones as well. What a fantastic percentage.
Now, Giannis. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Bledsoe outside. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe. Jazz trail by 9. Now here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. And the pass to Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. Mitchell outside. The Jazz with another miss.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
3 from Matthews. It doesn't go for him. So Utah will take it the other way.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Passes it to Bledsoe. Lopez right side. Over Gobert. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Utah calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate. with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And Milwaukee has possession. Following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. Lopez outside, jacks up a three. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Green. Tries again. And Gobert with the lay-in.
Well, Rudy Gobert with the size and length, a factor on the glass right now.
Here's Connaughton, covered by Mitchell. Connaughton kicks to Lopez. No good with the triple. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Utah. 6-point game. And he gets the bucket. And that's now 7 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Now here's Lopez. Over Gobert. Lopez missing again.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Conley gets the bucket.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
The Bucks shooting 47% from the field to start things off.
I think most people consider Salt Lake City not a big free agent destination. So the Jazz are what they call a pipeline team. And what does that mean? It means they have to draft and develop their talent internally.
And the Jazz say they need a fundamentally sound process to building their roster. Doris, no shortcuts.
Well, there's no question about that, Kevin. This is a group that has to be value-spaced with their free agent acquisitions in a small market. The draft picks have got to be smart. Their teaching and cultivating of that talent and development is absolutely critical.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Right side Hill. Pass to Lopez. Over Moutier, and it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Hill. And that's now 6 points for Brook Lopez. Conley against Hill. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin. And he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
Pass to Ilyasova. Here's Connaughton. And there's the pass to Court. And the 3 off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. And Jeff Green, now a journeyman veteran in the NBA. But you know what, Doris? He'll give you good production.
It doesn't matter, Kevin, where you seem to play this guy. Jeff Green finds a way to contribute. Listen, I know his three-point shooting can be hot and cold, but this guy is aware of when to look for it and when to move the basketball. 2 qualities you love.
Doris, if you had a list of players with all the great talent in this league that's the most difficult to stop one-on-one, who would that be?
Well, like in similar situations, I can't give you just one. Some names that come immediately to mind, James Harden, obviously, has been in the MVP race for 5 years running, I think. He's virtually impossible to guard, right? He's got a great system for his individual skills. Kevin Durant can get any shot he wants at any time. And then the virtuoso that is LeBron James, who can pick you apart with shooting, with scoring, with passing. He's really nothing short of remarkable.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
Greg, you have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
And here's Hill for 3. They grab their own miss, Ilyasova. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right after.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Sterling Brown in for Pat Connaughton.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Now, here's Green. 11 points for him in that last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Ilyasova, no one around him. Wide open shot is on the money.
Kevin, I've always appreciated the unselfish nature of George Hill. He always has his eyes surveying the floor.
Passes it to Conley. Lets the 3 fly. Hits it from 3-point range. Conley's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Here's Lopez. Off the left rim and out.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Moutier gets to Conley. Here's the floater. Good D by Lopez. And here is Hill. Here's Ilyasova. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We come back right after this. One of the better two-way guards in the NBA, Mike Conley, said his inspiration growing up was none other than Gary Payton.
He was one of my favorite players growing up. I had Gary Payton jersey, had the shoes, everything. So when I looked at a player, I was like, you know, he plays on both ends. I want to be able to do that too.
And you know, Conley, maybe not the size of Payton, but Greg, he's always taken the challenge defensively.
And you can see how much of an influence the glove had on Conley. He plays a lot like him on that end.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Utah. Green plays the 4 with Gobert at center. Emmanuel Moutier out there with Conley. And it's Ingles in at the 3. George Niang, he's checked in for Green. Lopez with the block.
You know, it's blocks like that which make Lopez such a factor in the paint.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. They were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it. Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz, D.A. Thank you. Now Brown, following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. Here's Hill. Second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 7.
Well, that's strength and savvy from the veteran George Hill. Despite the defense's best ever, he does a great job finishing.
Moutier against Glover, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And although the team didn't have much success last year, Emmanuel Mudiay certainly got his career back, I thought, Doris, in the right direction.
Well, I think for Emmanuel, he had an opportunity for minutes, and he played as he needed to in order to show that he is a capable player going forward. The tools, I think, have always been there for the former number 7 pick. It's about starting to put it together consistently.
Onto the Kumbo, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket for Mudiay.
Well, this to me is the critical aspect that Emmanuel Mudiay must develop. Can he knock down three-point shots? He does so there.
Now here's Giannis. He's got 9. That's short off the rim. Down against Bogdanovich. Pass to Niang. Kicks to O'Neal. Outside Bogdanovich. Three-pointer. Drains the three-pointer. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 1 now for Utah.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Lopez. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Bledsoe finds Giannis. The kick out to Matthews. Milwaukee the rebound. Lopez with the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Utah has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Conley the pass to Niang. Conley against Bledsoe. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Wednesday, the Atlanta Hawks come into town. That will tip off a homestand for them. Then on Friday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing.
Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the Jazz. Pass to Matthews. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
A brief check now of the stats for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Great showing for him last season. 27 points per, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
You know, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar level game.
And both free throws good for Giannis.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
And, you know, Greg, this last season, Giannis improving on his rebounding and his passing.
Career highs for him in both of those areas. If he ever adds a deep shot, I'm not sure how you guard him at that point. And the playmaking of Joe Ingles, such a valuable asset for the Jazz.
Well, Greg, they've needed more shot creation, and his growth in that regard, especially operating in the pick and roll, such a big lift to their offense.
Now, here is O'Neal. 9 points last game out. Shoots over Matthews. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from O'Neal. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's DiVincenzo. Covered by Mitchell. No one covering. Bledsoe's got his second basket of the night.
Well, I'll tell you, shooting with confidence right now. Eric Bledsoe off the catch and shoot doing work.
Mudiay with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Matthews. Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. Third is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Mitchell passes to Niang. Doris, as you always say, there is a grace in handling wins and losses in this game, isn't there?
You know what, Kevin? There's an old saying that winning and losing are imposters, that it's everything to do with how you react to constant learning and growing experiences. And listen, everybody wants to win, but can you experience losing with grace and dignity? Can you embrace the joy of pure competition? To me, that's one of the beautiful things about the NBA. Men handle heartbreak and joy and set an example for the next generation. It's beautiful.
The pass to DiVincenzo. That three off the mark. Utah trailing here. Here's Mitchell. And he hits it to tie the game up. Mitchell's got 9 points.
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
Passes to DiVincenzo. Now Giannis. Giannis is double. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. But they'll get another chance. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. They get it again. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. O'Neal kicks to Niang. Pass to Mitchell. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Milwaukee's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Got that one up quick. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Wes Matthews getting a reputation for that unreal range.
And the Jazz call time here. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long three.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
Jeff Green is checked in for George Niang. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Moutier against Bledsoe. Moutier, no good.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Now, here's Moutier. He's got 9. Green dishes to Mitchell. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 11 points.
What area of the floor can't Donovan Mitchell score from? This guy, terrific job on the interior.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Moutier against Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 7 points for Eric Bledsoe.
What incredible upper body strength. Bledsoe able to finish through punishing blows.
Moutier kicks to Green. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Mitchell with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. And the baseline jumper, no good. Here's Giannis. Green with the rebound. So for the Jazz, their last game a loss to Milwaukee. Bogdanovich passes to Moutier. Mitchell with it. Outside, Green. There's the pass to O'Neal. And Bogdanovich kicks to Moutier. Another miss by Utah.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
O'Neal passes to Moutier. Lobbed up there for Green. Lopez with the steal. Here's DiVincenzo. 5 points in the game.
Boy, he hasn't found the range yet here in the second period. Only one triple for him tonight.
Moutier kicks to O'Neal. Mitchell outside. Goes up from the top of the key. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis is banked in off the glass. Giannis has got 17 now.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Moutier against Bledsoe to end the cold streak. Bledsoe with the defensive effort.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Here's DiVincenzo. The second effort. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Jeff Green picks one up.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the line this quarter.
A different look for Utah. Gobert, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Joe Ingles comes in for O'Neal. And it's Conley in for Emmanuel Moutier. Milwaukee also making some changes. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Korver comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Hill in for Eric Woodson.
Passes like this demonstrate Conley's unselfishness as well as his desire to get his guys going on offense.
Now here is Hill. Giannis outside. 43 seconds left now here in the second. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 3 assists now in this one.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Gobert dishes to Mitchell. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 16th rebound on the night.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Bucks lead by 13. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with head coach Quinn Snyder. Coach, what adjustments are you going to do in the second half?
You just got to keep playing, keep taking the shots, and that's not the issue as much as us not executing on offense. And when we don't score, sometimes our defense lags as well.
Everybody wants to see the ball go in the basket first, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 23 points, 3 assists, and 1 block. Multiple times we saw the bench cheering him on in the first 2 quarters of this one. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
Ernie, do not take this the wrong way, but the freak got freaky as usual. Can rise above anyone, gets whatever shot he wants, plus he's a tremendous team leader, both through words and action.
Kenny, what do you have to say about the Jazz?
Their defensive fundamentals have been atrocious. I mean, you see guys reaching instead of moving their feet. They're not getting out the shooters. They've dug themselves a hole, and the only way to get out of it is all 5 guys start defending the way they should.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And with the second half upon us. We'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then there's Bledsoe, then it's Matthews, and it's DiVincenzo in at the shooting guard position. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Bounce pass from Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo kicks to Bledsoe. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got 4 assists now tonight.
And when Bledsoe can make range shots, it sets up the rest of his offense.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Here's O'Neal. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place.
Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. That is not exactly a free agent destination.
And here is Conley following the 3 from Eric Bledsoe. Conley finds Gobert, and that one is good. Gobert's got his second basket of the night.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
And Doris, what is it, do you think, about Quinn Snyder that gives rise to that respect?
Well, you think about it. He played the game at a high level, of course, collegiately at Duke. He has paid his dues as a coach. He's got tremendous intellect for the game. And there's this growth mindset with him. He's always looking at himself. How can I get better?
It's good.
Absolute power from Rudy Gobert. Terrific, out-muscling the defense.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Because of Rudy Gobert's thin frame, people were trying to take advantage of him early physically in his career. For the Jazz, they wanted him to get stronger, get in the weight room, and become more of a problem.
Here's Conley. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Lead away.
And let's quickly take a look at the stats for Bledsoe. Good season for him last year. Put up about 16 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times. And for 7-footers like Gobert, it seems, Doris, there's more risk of injury.
Well, everything the Jazz organization has done with Rudy has focused from the core down. They want to make sure their big man has functional strength that eases pressure on the knees and ankles. Both of those areas have been so problematic for guys his size.
Here's Bledsoe, following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Not really his range, and it's off target. Jazz trail by 15. Here's Bogdanovich, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Back to Bledsoe. To the wing on the left. Here's DiVincenzo. Off target from three-point range. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Bogdanovich. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Mitchell left side. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Bucks leading by 13. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Over Bogdanovich. The offensive rebound. Here's the 3. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist from Eric Bledsoe. 11 points for Brook Lopez.
You know, I think Lopez knows basically he can get his shot up over anyone. That stretch ability as a perimeter scorer is so important.
Now here's Gobert. He's got 6. They double team Conley. Good D by Lopez.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Conley against Bledsoe. Conley's shot is off. Milwaukee has gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. O'Neal against Bledsoe. Passes it to Lopez. Giannis outside. Back to Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists in the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Right side, Conley. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, nice job by Wesley Matthews to read the defense and put it on time and on target.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them. And the Jazz call time here. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you. And you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst. Breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Offensive rebound. Gobert. Lopez with the block. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. That one drops for him. Antetokounmpo's got 29 in the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Conley against Bledsoe. Outside Conley. Bogdanovich wide open. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Now here's Gobert. 8 points for him. Conley's shot is off. Giannis inside. He's covered by Bogdanovich. The kick out to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. Bucks passing it around. Matthews, no one around him. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now Ingles still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Conley. Keeps it alive. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 15. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Kicks it out to Mitchell. It's hauled in by Giannis.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Conley. 11 points in the game. Down low, here's Gobert. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And he comes up with the deuce. Antetokounmpo's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Up top, Gobert. Outside, Conley. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. And that's now 11 points for Bojan Bogdanovich. Conley against Bledsoe. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Giannis is double. Stolen by Conley. And now Utah, fast break. Conley leading the charge. Mitchell outside. Pass to Gobert. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Greg, some folks suspected Conley might be moved when Memphis had a shot at drafting John Morant. Right before the draft, that deal took place.
I tell you what, he looks to be a great fit in Utah. Can be that third star the team needs to push them to the next level. Utah had to give up a fair sum to get him, but it was worth the risk.
The Jazz making a switch here. Green's checked in. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Korver comes in for Brown. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. .135 left to play in the third. Now here's Lopez. It's back to Hill. Clock at 6. Pass to Connaughton. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And now we get a chance to check out Donovan Mitchell. A very nice season for him last year. He averaged about 23 points a game last year, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And right now for him, it's about gaining experience and continuing to develop his game.
This is a man's game, and you've got to earn your minutes in this league. This guy, his time will come eventually.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 17. Conley's shot is off.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Connaughton kicks to Korver. Now the pass to Lopez. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
And Milwaukee has possession. After the basket by Utah, a three-pointer is right on target.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here is Mitchell. To the left wing. Here's Conley. Misses, and he wants that one back.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Right back after this break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Green plays the 4 with Gobert at center. And it's Conley in at the point. That's the group right now for Utah. And good that time.
Well, to me, this is what great point guards do. Donovan Mitchell demonstrating just how skilled he is at connecting with open teammates.
Now here's Ilyasova. Passes it to Korver. Lets it go with the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's the Jazz shooting 41% for the game. On the wing, Mitchell. It's tipped. Another shot, and it's finished off inside by Gobert. Gobert's got 12 points in just the second half. Outside Hill. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. The feed now to Lopez. And no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Green in the post. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more three-point attempts than two-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade you see more three-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than twos. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's 2 high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area twos, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim and three-point shots, and everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
I'm telling you this, if you leave one of Ingles' teammates open, Joe is going to find him.
Hill deciding where to go with it. Pass to Lopez. Top of the key, Korver. Uncovered. No good that time. And Utah the other way now. Green, the pass to Conley. Inside. Ingles dishes to Conley. Taken away. Ilyasova with the ball. Wants to get it to Hill and does. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Doubled by Conley. 6 to shoot. And there's Ilyasova on the assist by Lopez. And the Bucks lead by 18. Conley kicks to Green. Outside Conley. Feeds it to Gobert. It's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside Hill. Pass to Korver. It's back to Hill. Left side Korver. Over Ingles. Conley grabs the miss.
I'll tell you, he has looked just a step slow all game, but his teammates, boy, have they come through.
And there's another one for the Jazz.
The silky smooth dribble moves of Conley, so slick in how he creates for himself.
Conley against Hill. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Clearly a foul. Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Kyle Korver. Now here's Gobert. It's stolen by Hill. And here they come. Stolen by Mitchell. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. And it's sent back by Lopez. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Wesley Matthews checked in for Pat Connaughton. Green up on top. Defended by Ilyasova. Nice shot by Gobert. Gobert's got 6 in the quarter. And for Hill, Greg, he's a great veteran leader who brings value to a playoff-bound team.
You know, Hill has a game that is effective even when he's not scoring. His leadership and defense will make him a welcome addition to any roster, even as his numbers fade.
Conley against Ilyasova. Here's Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. And Doris, Rudy Gobert has come a long way as a finisher.
No doubt, Kevin. He has led the league in field goal percentage, and they have worked so hard to get his balance and strength correct. This guy is becoming more and more dangerous as a scorer.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Bucks now. Lopez finds Giannis. And he banks in the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 14 points here in the second half.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
O'Neal. Another miss by Utah. Bucks leading by 14. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got 39.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Outside Conley. The pass to Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. Green. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Passes it to DiVincenzo. Misses the 3. Jazz trail by 14. The drive by Mitchell. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Jazz have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. And here's Conley outside. Traps in the tray. Conley's got 7 points here in this quarter.
It's Conley's ability to hit the long ball that makes him such an asset. Stretches the floor and creates space.
Now here's Bledsoe. To the inside. Tipped away. Here's DiVincenzo. Covered by Conley. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
To the middle. Out to Conley. He dishes it to Green. The tray. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Here's Antetokounmpo. That misses off the backboard. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. Trailing by 13. He feeds it to Green. And Green slams it in.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Here's DiVincenzo. Inside. Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Green. Conley against Giannis. Outside for Bledsoe. From the arc. They get the rebound. Antetokounmpo passes to Matthews. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got his 8th assist in the game. Conley left side. Gobert dishes to Green. And Green slams it in.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy. It puts the pass on the money.
Here's Giannis. Pass to DiVincenzo. And a miss there on the triple.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
And Antetokounmpo. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Now Giannis. Pass to DiVincenzo. Over Mitchell. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Now here's Giannis. Jeff Green missing his last shot. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Milwaukee. No good that time either. O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. Looking to end his cold spell, and he gets the jumper to drop. Mitchell's got 19 points.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell in the mid-range, making great use of what the defense is giving him.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 5 to shoot. The three-pointer, no good. Jazz trail by 10. Green deciding where to go with it. Mitchell finds Green. Outside Conley. Mitchell against Antetokounmpo. Fires from 14. And it's Mitchell missing. Milwaukee leading by 10.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Bucks.
Better shooting from the charity stripe was what made the difference, I think, in this one.
Yeah, the concentration and focus was there, and I think that was what allowed them to win this war.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
Here's Mitchell following the basket by Giannis. With some arc, and the rejection by Giannis. Here's Matthews, lays it up and banks it in. And the Bucks lead by 14.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And never one to force the issue. Conley smoothly knocks that down.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.